Hey Vita fans, welcome to the 5th edition of the Vitality Weekly News Update. I'm Kyle from the Vita Lounge and I'll be your host today and every Friday until there are no headlines left. Are you ready to get the lowdown on the important Vita announcements and news this week? Let's run them down. Featuring 4 different versions of Legendary Arthur to choose from: Bard, Mercenary, Merchant, and Thief, the Britain defending card game Kairai Sai Million Arthur is headed to PlayStation Vita in Japan, and it's not coming to the system stock. Included in this port will be some market enhancements, including an original knight, a new 3D boss battle enhancements, and the adding of depth to the once 2D base support fairies. Interested? Kairai Sai Million Arthur is headed to Vita this summer in Japan. In a recent chat with Op Rainfall, Punchline's writer urged fans to tell 5PB if they want the title localized. As someone who watched and loved the apocalyptic Punchline anime for more than just the nosebleed-inducing pantsuit shots it's known for, it's a pleasure to let you know that with your help, 5PB might consider bringing the visual novel adventure game to the West. In a recent chat between Punchline writer Kotaro Uchikoshi and Op Rainfall regarding Zero Time Dilemma, he was director on that one, they also had a chance to talk to him about some of his other work, namely Punchline. Uchikoshi mentioned during this talk that he'd love to see the game come west in English, and that we should tell 5PB if we want to see it happen. So, what are you waiting for? Tweet at them via @5PBGamesUSA or write them via their website and let them know that you want it. Punchline is out now in Japan and could very well make its way west if enough of us ask nicely. Rumors have been swirling as to Galgun's delay, with several retailers changing their dates over the past week or so, and unfortunately we've been able to confirm that these rumors are true, but on the good side we've now got the details as well as the reason. Galgun Double Piece is now due exactly 2 weeks from the previously announced dates, word coming via PQ PR and community warrior Peter Nathaniel Fury. Quote, "There is indeed a delay on Galgun. It'll be July 29th in EU and August 2nd in US now. This was due to a production issue totally out of our hands." End quote. So there you have it. Release dates have been pushed back due to a production issue, but it's still on the way and it wasn't delayed for anything that's going to take a long time to fix. Nearly a week ago, we announced that AW Phoenix Festa would be making its way to North America, but unfortunately we didn't get word on Europe at the time. Now, however, we're pleased to announce that Europe, the Middle East, and Australasia are getting the game day and date with the North American and Asian English releases, July 26th. As with the North American release, it looks like this one will be digital only, making the only way to nab a physical English copy importing that Asian English version. Drinkbox recently took to the PlayStation blog to announce a digital bundle of their great Vita games. Released just a few days ago in North America and Europe, the Drinkbox Vita collection includes Tales from Space, Mutant Blob's Attack, Guacamelee, and Severed, all 3 titles receiving scores of over 4 out of 5 from us here at the Vita Lounge, and all 3 something special to behold. Nighthawk Interactive has paired with Renegade Kid to bring their Mutant Mud sequel to PlayStation Vita later this month. The sequel to 2012's popular side-scrolling platformer Mutant Mud's Super Challenge is headed to PlayStation Vita later this month with over 40 new levels, 5 mighty bosses, and 5 new pixel art worlds. It arms characters with a water cannon and a jetpack, sending them to run, leap, crouch, hover, and shoot their way through enemies and environmental hazards. You'll be able to augment gameplay with power-ups, increasing hover time, giving you a vertical boost, or equipping a power shot. Hidden pathways offer pickups, and there are 20 unlockable characters to find along the way. Headed to PlayStation Vita July 26th, Mutant Mud Super Challenge will be cross-buy with PlayStation 4. Bandai Namco has confirmed the Japanese release date for SD Gundam G Generation Genesis as the 22nd of November, but the other major tidbit they've relinquished is that the game will ship on 2 cartridges, which is the first time this has ever happened. No further details have been announced, so it's unclear how this will work, but it is likely that it's just an installation cartridge and the game is played on the other. SD Gundam G Generation Genesis will release November 22nd in Japan, with an Asian English release slated for late 2016. Are you looking to get a head start on Toukiden 2 gameplay? Well, good news, Honey Hunters, there's a brand new demo headed to Japan that'll allow you to do just that. Featuring save data transfer to the full game, you'll want to grab this new demo when it releases July 21st on the Japanese PSN. Toukiden 2 is due July 28th in Japan and has both an already available demo and a demo releasing July 21st. Due in Japan sometime this year, Samurai Warriors Sonata Maru has been revealed by the calendar in the latest Dengeki PlayStation. The game, as the title suggests, will follow the House of Sonata and focuses on Sonata Yukimura and will follow him throughout his life from a young child up to his prime. Although this is a Samurai Warriors title, the game will feature all new systems for the franchise. Rather than your traditional menus and screens between battles, you will instead have a town to navigate and access all the functions you'd find at the main menu. Here's where the franchise seems to take its biggest departures from the main games. Sonata will be able to explore the landscape. It's unclear how deep this exploration will be, though it has been revealed that you can find new items or even side missions and enemies to fight. Battles also play out slightly differently. Rather than one battle, there are several battles across different battlefields. These are now known as long-term battles. For example, the Battle of Kawanakajima features 3 battles to clear: Saijo-san, Breakthrough, Battle of Hachimanpara, and finally, Zenkuji Pursuit. You'll be able to trigger certain strategies to help you out in battle, such as calling in reinforcements or building a bridge at a strategic location. In order to utilize these strategies, though, you'll need to meet certain requirements in battle or pre-battle in the town. Samurai Warriors Sonata Maru is due around the same time the Taiga drama reaches its climax, though to be honest, I have no idea when that is. Idea Factory International has announced the Western release dates for MyQ Labyrinth of Death, sending the dungeon crawler our way this September. The cute girls and mecha themed dungeon crawling RPG MyQ Labyrinth of Death is headed to PlayStation Vita and PlayStation TV this September, with North America getting the title September 13th and Europe getting it 3 days later on the 16th. It'll be available in both digital and physical formats when it hits, and it'll be coming with dual voiceover English and Japanese, as well as English subtitles. Rice Digital has announced the release date for P-Cube's localization of Valkyrie Drive Bakuni, which will be releasing in both North America and Europe on September 16th, coming to us in both digital and physical form. In addition to that great news, however, and definitely tying into it, is the announcement that Rice Digital will be selling an exclusive Liberators edition of the game. This edition will include the following items alongside a copy of the game: 8 gorgeous art cards featuring the ladies of Valkyrie Drive, a PlayStation Vita Peach Skin case, the official soundtrack, the Valkyrie Drive Bakuni art book, a high-quality presentation box designed by Kenichiro Takaki, and there you go. Valkyrie Drive Bakuni is set to release in the West on September 16th, and you should buy it. Alright, so that's all for the news recap this week, which means it's time for a rundown of the newly released trailers, the following titles having either a new trailer or new footage released since I last sent some vitality your way. Akiba's Beat, Code Realized Future Blessings, Criminal Girls 2 Party Favors, Divine Prison Tower Mary Skelter, Kai Rai Sai Million Arthur, Last Wings, The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 3rd Evolution, Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme vs. Force, Mutant Mud Super Challenge, Rico Love, Sword Art Online Hollow Realization, Toukiden 2, Utawari Rumono The Two Hakuros, World of Final Fantasy, and more. So these are the standout happenings from the week, and I hope I've caught you up properly. Make sure to check back here next week for a new update of Vitality. Hit up the Vita Lounge for the full stories and all the bits I didn't cover, and of course, have a great week of Vita gaming.